Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig the Writer. Do it now. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts, in my voice, on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now, So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow. So go ahead and hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. And turn on that little bell so that you get a notification every single time that I go live or I upload something new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Hey girl, hey, hey boy, hey. Is that thunder? Yeah. It's raining tonight? I ain't got no spinning on that. Girl, where have you needed a spinning night from? You don't keep a little whole bag in your car? Child. I hope it's rolling what you got on. Okay. I got to wash and dry if you need to rinse your panties out. Okay. Thank you. So Jack is here preparing a couple things for me. And let me explain something to you all. This is just a preview of what you might be getting if you've booked your spot for the motherfucking cabin trip. You see these large, succulent shrimp. Do you see them? Don't they look so, like, divine? Let me just go ahead and grab me one since they... Did you have a hot one? Hello, everybody. Jack said, hello, everybody. We got a little ahi tuna cubes over here. I guess we're going to do tacos with that. All of it's going to be bowls. I didn't do any... Oh, we're doing bowls. Yeah. We're doing shrimp bowls, ahi tuna bowls, so I can have a few things to eat for the next few days or whatever. I mean, it ain't be no few days because you know how I eat. Right. But I wanted to let you guys know that I did begin accepting deposits today for those of you who are interested in coming with us on the very first Pen Pals cabin retreat. Now, I'm going to show you some of the photos as I'm talking. This is the cabin. This is how it looks. I reserved it today because my folk were really serious about... That's not it. Sorry. That's for Cabo. This is the cabin. We have a little fire ground, so we're going to do a little fireside chat. There are canoes and things out there, so if you want to get out there in a paddle boat or paddle board, not paddle board, but yes, the inaugural retreat. You better use your words. Okay. So if you want to get out there in a canoe, or, you know, that kind of thing. What is it? Why is this in the way? This thing is in the way.
What's in the way? Oh.
This thing about this damn referral link. I don't want to see that. So at any rate, oh, let me take this picture down. So I first dropped the details about the cabin in my Patreon as I promised, and then I shared it today across the other social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook. We're already more than halfway booked up. There are only 20 slots. There are only 20 slots. This is going to be October 17th through the 19th this year. And I chose that weekend because October 19th was my mother's birthday. And so we're going to be giving you all details as we go along, those of you that have already booked. But this conversation is just so me and Jack, or Jack and I, can give you all details, some preliminary details. But the initial deposit is $250. So I already sent out the terms and conditions form. Those of you have already sent your deposits in. What is this? I don't like what Patreon did. Now they got all these extra things now. So anyway, the terms and conditions are, briefly, you can request your refund all the way up until August 1st. So the initial deposit is $250. My suggestion to those of you who are already booked, is to try to pay $250 each month up until we go on the trip. In fact, it's really a little less than $250 a month, because by the time we get to October, it's not even okay. So the total cost is $1,550. Remember, I told you all in Patreon, it's going to be between $1,400 and $1,600 because we are doing all of the food. Jack is going to be preparing the food. So from the moment that you arrive,
you will be slapped in the face with a little light nosh.
you're going to have a little light nosh time you come through the door.
Indeed.
Now, did I show you all the steps when you walk? I don't even know if I put the pictures up here with the steps. But anyway, by the time you come up these stairs, hold on, let me get these stairs. By the time you come up these steps and it says welcome, it's going to be giving, hi, welcome, come on in. Okay, by the time you hit this staircase right here, by the time you hit that staircase and you hit that front door, it's going to be giving, come on in. So we have a soft itinerary so far, but we haven't shared it with you all, those of you who have booked, because we're still firming it up. But our idea is when you first get there, well, let me go back. Let me take a step back. I have a shuttle service that's going to pick you up from a location here in Atlanta. I will give you all of those details later. And I'm only going to give those details to people who are actually coming, right? So I'm going to send those details to you guys. You're going to meet the shuttle at a designated location. We've all decided, we being me, Nikki, and Jack, have all decided, and even Greg had input as well. Greg is supposed to be there as well. We decided that it makes more sense to have the pickup location at a Walmart, because we know some of you are forgetful. We all know that you all going to come to the cabin and you're going to forget some panties.
Oh, you might need to get you some Depends.
You might need some Depends. You may forget a bra.
Might forget your toothbrush.
And we don't want you all in our face talking and carrying on with your hot ass breath. Because we will sit around this fire pit right here. Hold on.
Condom.
Right. We will sit right around this fire pit and talk about you. Girl, did you smell Cheryl's breath? Oh my God. Her breath was so hot. She came all the way down here from Nashville and she did not have no breath mints or her toothbrush or whatever. So we're going to pick up at a Walmart. Amen. We're going to meet at a Walmart. This particular Walmart is near a train station. It's a metro train, a MARTA train station, so that if you are flying into Atlanta, by chance, if you happen to be flying into Atlanta, you can just jump on the train from the inside of the airport and take the train right on up to the train station, okay? And the Walmart is right by there. So we're working through all of those details. The cabin has been booked. It has been reserved. Um, Cheryl said, Craig, go to hell, whore. Because I said her breath could be hot.
She loves that whore.
Right. She loves that. They all love that whore. So the shuttle's going to pick you all up. It's going to bring you to the cabin. The cabin is about 2 hours from the pickup location, okay? The cabin is about 2 hours from the pickup location. When you get to the cabin, we are going to be there to greet you. Myself, Chef Jack, because we're going to the cabin the night before. We're going to the cabin the night before. Hey, Dion, what's up, Dion? We're going to be at the cabin the night before, niece, okay? So when you get there, we're going to be right there with open arms. Okay. Rochelle Farrell.
Right.
And so when you come off the shuttle, we're going to come on in here. And we're not helping with no bags. Get your shit and come on up these steps. No, we'll help you with your bag. Well, I'll help you with your. Jack will be in the house waiting for you to come in with your cocktail and or mimosa or whatever the hell you're going to be having to drink, because it is unlimited cocktails. And we're going to have like something for you to eat. So let's just say, give or take, you get there at 4 o'clock, because my idea is that the shuttle is going to leave from the Walmart at 2 p.m. Let me get my other phone so I can see these comments. Yeah, you were supposed to be making us a cocktail 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
That's okay. It's okay. I understand. So my idea is, hold on, let me get on here so I can see these comments, because I know you all have questions. And I don't know what StreamYard is doing, but I can't see your comments now. So, hey, Skin Potion. Oh, maybe I can get Skin Potion to donate a little something for the retreat. We only got 20 people. It's only 20 people. So here's the thing. You guys are gonna get on the shuttle, come to the cabin. It's gonna be a 2-hour ride on the shuttle. You get there, you're gonna come in, we're gonna receive you with your food, with a little something to eat, a cocktail. You're gonna go get settled in your room, right? Remember, you are sharing rooms. We don't want no shit. Now, I know some of you already know each other, so I know you already know who you're going to share with and all that kind of stuff. So here's the thing. Some of the rooms have king-size beds. Those rooms are going to have 2 people. Then there are rooms that have queen-size beds, but they're bunk bed styles. So it's going to be 4 people in that room, okay? There's a hot tub at the cabin. There are, I already said, canoes and whatever those little boats are called. You can go out there if you want to. There's a fire pit. What other activities did she tell me? There's some other stuff. But then I'm going to create activities for us to do anyway. We're going to do a game night, maybe / karaoke night. And we're going to do. And we're also going to have like around the fire pit, like a conversation. Like I really want to kind of talk. Us get to know each other. We can kind of decompress. If you need to cry, you can cry. Go ahead, just release it. We're going to release it all right there. Oh, you know what else I think I might do? Remember the activity that I told you all that I did that time on for New Year's Eve when I went to the... Do y'all hear that rain? Remember the activity that I told you that me and some friends did many years ago when we went to the cabin up in upstate New York? What I will probably do is have you all write down all of the things that you want to leave at the retreat, things that you want to leave behind, that you want to purge and leave behind. Let it be stress, a relationship, whatever, grief. We're going to write all of those things down. We're going to do a separate one where you're going to write down all of the things that you want to accomplish in the next year. And then 6 months from the time that we do this cabin, I'm going to mail them to you. You're going to write it on, write your name and address on a self-addressed stamped envelope. I will provide that to you. And then I'm going to mail it to you 6 months from it. Well, Nikki going to mail it to you because I'm not going to mail it, but she going to mail it to you. And then Around 8 o'clock that evening, because remember, you would have had a little snack. Around 8 o'clock that evening, after you've gotten settled and got your room. And remember, drinks are unlimited, so you can get your cocktails or your soft drinks unlimited, right? So you can have your drinks, you can be out on the cabin, you might do a little hike, whatever. 8 o'clock, we're going to have a seated dinner.
Yes, you are. A seated 5-course meal.
We're going to have a seated 5-course meal. It's going to be seated and served. You better get your... We're going to have a 5-course
meal.
Dinner, seated and served, okay? We're going to show y'all how to... We're going to show y'all how to live, amen?
You spitting on y'all over there? You spitting on the people? Oh, I don't know.
We're going to show y'all how to have a meal, amen? And the meal is going to be paired with a cocktail.
That could be champagne, wine.
It could be champagne, it could be wine, whatever, right? We're going to pair it, amen?
Even if you don't drink.
Even if you don't drink. So this is the other thing. Those of you that have already paid your deposit, you've already sent your terms, you already signed your terms and conditions form. And again, remember, if for some reason you have to cancel, like if you can't go, you have until August 1st to cancel. They don't be messaging me on August 2nd talking about, oh, I just found out today, can I get my refund? No, because everything's already going to be set in stone. We would have already, the cabin would have already been paid for and all of those things, amen? We're going to have a seated dinner, amen? And again, at the table, we're going to sit, we're going to talk, we're going to have a good time. We'll do a movie night. I don't know if it's going to be that Friday night or not, because maybe you might be tired from traveling that day. We'll figure it out. If we don't do it that night, we could do it Saturday night, the movie night. And then I'm pulling Elliot in to do, we'll have a conversation about like financial wellness and not like no class or anything like that, but we'll just kind of talk about loosely about saving and investing and just whatever. Just a short little class. You don't have to come, because remember, this is your time too. But like I mentioned before, we'll do a game night on Saturday. I'm going to have playing cards. So like if we're going to play spades, because I know some of you were carrying on that boat.
Yes, indeed.
Some of you will be carrying on that boat. I mean, you all were carrying on that boat. You all were playing spades. Had them white people looking at y'all like, excuse me. So that's going to be Saturday. And like I said, we'll have breakout time too for you to do what you want to do. There's a hot tub. You may want to go get in the hot tub. You may want to go take a nap. You may want to walk around in nature. You may want to get out there on them little boats. Now, I don't know if I'm going out there on them boats.
Let me explain something to you. I ain't seen damn life jacket, okay? And this is not the ocean, that's the lake.
Yeah, now I don't know if they have life jackets out there.
The lakes are different.
Lakes are different.
The lakes like
stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. TLC told you that. And I'll be coming up there drowning on my watch, especially if you didn't have a few cocktails. Okay? Now, I think I am going to bring a few party favors. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I think I'm going to bring a few party favors. And then on Saturday is going to be packed, okay? Packed with activities and things to do. And then on Sunday, we're going to have breakfast. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. On Saturday at 8 in the morning or so, Jack is going to be there to have coffee and tea and, yeah, like a little something for you to, because I know some of you wake up and you want coffee right in the morning. With your creamer. Right, we're going to have all of that. So make sure that you, once we send it to you, because Jack put together like a checklist. Let me show it to you real quick. Jack put together like a little checklist for you to put down any type of allergies, dietary preferences, if you gluten-free and you might not eat fish or whatever. If you're non-alcoholic, we have a little checklist for you to do. So just make sure that you complete that once you receive it. You haven't gotten it yet, but Nikki is going to send that out. Where's the sheet, the checklist?
Did she send it to you?
She sent it to me. Let me get over here to this checklist so I can show you guys.
Let me wash that stuff off my car.
Okay, that pollen. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Got it. Okay, I know you probably can't really see this, but this is a checklist right here, right? It's a so you'll be able to write, you know, you'll be able to put little check marks on it or whatever. So it asks you on here, select all by placing an X inside the box. Your protein preferences: lamb, chicken, beef, pork, fish, shellfish. Dietary restrictions: dairy, eggs, gluten sensitivity. If you're diabetic, we need to know that. If you're allergic to anything, if you got a peanut allergy, let us know, because we're not going to the hospital, niece. We're going to call 911 and we're going to send you on your way. You're not fucking up our retreat.
And I'm not asking you if you're diabetic to be in your business. I'm asking you because don't get up there and say, well, y'all don't have no equal or splendor or stevia. That's why I'm asking you if you're diabetic.
Right. So don't get up there and talk about you didn't get no. Right. Don't get up there talking about you ain't got no equal and splendor and stevia. You should have got that at the Walmart because you didn't tell us that on your form. And then also, if your spice level, do you like spicy food? And we don't mean spicy where your nose gonna be running and all of that. But do you like spicy food or you prefer non-spicy? All of that stuff is on the checklist. Powerful. I know you don't drink, but I don't know if there are other people who do not drink alcohol. So we have a thing on here for beverage preferences, right? Now, if I was really on top of my shit, I would have a fresh pressed juice for y'all in the morning, but we're not doing all of that. Amen? We're not doing all of that.
But
So
I know you black folks like y'all hot sauce. So,
right.
But if you like spicy.
Right. So we'll have all of those things. Jack and I will go grocery shopping probably, a day or two before we go to the cabin. Because remember, we're going to be there a day before you guys get there. So we're going to have the house stacked with stocked with food and beverages and things like that, okay? So like you'll be able to help yourself to snacks, drinks, cocktails, whatever. But when it's time to eat, we're going to serve or either, like, but there's going to be a dinner on Friday where we're going to serve. It's going to be seated. But then on Saturday, how are you going to do the brunch on Saturday? You think you're going to
It'll be a buffet.
It'll be a buffet style brunch on Saturday. And then probably the same for dinner, right? Mm-hmm. And then Sunday, we're going to have breakfast. And then the shuttle is going to be there to take you back to the Walmart location where we picked up. And then you're going to go home. Amen? Do you guys have any questions? Let me look over here. Oh, somebody asked, are we going to know who... are we going to know who the 20 people are? Okay, let me tell you who the people are, because it's not 20 just yet, but we're almost there because somebody just sent a deposit. All right.
So that they can just be nosy, so they know who they want to share with.
Right. Yeah, I don't know why they want to know, but listen, I'm going to let you know whose spot we have. And here's the thing. If in the event we have some people later down the line who need to drop off, let's say we get to 20 people like in the next couple days, right? And then you decide that you want to come after we've already reached 20 people. We'll keep a running list. We'll keep a waiting list. So if somebody drops off, then you can slip into their spot. Okay? You can slip into their spot. So let me tell you, let me go back. All right. So Henry Jones just sent his deposit. So that's 1. Kevin Mitchell, that's Kevy Kev, that's 2.
What?
Right. Mantra is 3. Tareem is 4. Powerful is 5. Tiffany Walton, 6.
Tiffany.
Latanya Rogers, 7. Cheryl Woodley, 8. Aisha Eason, that's 9. Ramia, that's 10. Stacy Frank is 11. Franklin Lee, I think that's Dion, right? I think Franklin Lee is Dion. That's 12. So we only got 8 spots left. We have 8 spots left for this cabin trip. Okay? So what we're gonna do, what my suggestion, again, you can make your deposit, you can pay towards it whenever you want to. Again, the total cost is $1,550, $1,550. So at this point, since you've already made those of you who made the deposit, you've already made a $250 deposit. The balance now is $1,300. That's right, $1,300. If you make a $250 deposit, and you don't even have to, it ain't even necessarily $250 because $250 all the way from here to October. Let me see, May, June, July, August, September, October. Well, it needs to be paid by September. Well, August is when you can get your refund back, August 1st. But you can pay until September 17th because that's a month before, 30 days before. So May, June, July, August, September. 5 times 250 is what? That's $1,250. So it's not even $250 a month. Okay, it's a little less than that. But let's just say you got $50 next week you want to send. You can do that. You can drizzle it out over time. The thing is, when you send your Zelle, it is imperative that you put cabin retreat payment or something to that effect so that I know, right? Because if you send it, it ain't nothing there, I'm going to think it's for me. So just put cabin, right? Put cabin. And then Nikki already has a form. We have a form where those of you whose name I just called out, your name is going to be there. Your email address is going to be there. The dates of your payments are going to be there, and it's going to show your balance. Okay, so we're going to have how much is left for your deposit and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so at any point, if you need to get a record of what you've paid, I mean, you should know how much you paid, but if you need a record, be like, hey, how much have I paid? We're going to have all of this stuff already outlined, and we're going to know. Valerie Brown just sent hers. Valerie! What is that, 13 people? Was that 13?
I'm not keeping up with count.
Is Valerie 13? Somebody let me know. Is that 13? Yeah, the only reason I'm not doing Cash App is because Cash App charges me. They charge me a fee to receive money. So that's why I'm doing Cash App. Okay, so that's 13. Okay, so Valerie is 13. We have 7 slots left. So again, I just want you guys to know, if something comes up, like let's just say you just decide you can't make it because something comes up, because remember, just look at that form that you signed. You just have to make sure that you send it. You just have to make sure that you send me an email to say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make the trip. Can I get my $250 deposit back? You have until August 1st to do that. Okay? All right, so Valerie is 13. Valerie, I don't think I got a form for you. So just look in Patreon or either look on my Facebook or my YouTube channel because I did post it today. Sign that disclosure. Just sign that thing so we'll get the receipt. Get the confirmation that you signed it, that you understand, that the trip is October 17th to the 19th, All right? So I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. But if you have any questions, I can answer your questions. If you have any questions in the comments, can you explain for the people who just joined? Oh, okay. So for the people who just joined, Tab is asking, we're doing a cabin retreat. This is the inaugural cabin retreat. It is hot as a motherfucker in here.
Yeah, that's that broiler's on. I'll turn off.
Let me take this fleece off.
Here's your fault.
Can you talk to them for a second?
You got to go away?
I got to go take this shirt off.
Okay. Oh,
This
look,
fleece.
I'm not going to be responsible for any equipment, not on this
Hold on,
side.
get this fleece off.
I don't know why he got
I'm
the
gonna get sweaty
cashmere
again.
sweater on anyway. Like I'm going to stand here and be still. But hey, y'all. See if I can see these kind of... Okay, go to hell for what? Oh, Cheryl. How's everybody? I hope that y'all can make the cabin trip. I'm really excited, especially about the 5-course dinner. So I'm looking forward to receiving your dietary preferences so I can build a menu. And we'll tell you much about it as time goes on. And I know y'all will comment like on Saturday nights for dinner. It's probably gonna be either off. Oh, I said off the grill or hot off the grease. So just in the comments, put what you prefer. You know, if it's off the grill, it's probably gonna be burgers, beef, chicken, salmon, whatever, lamb. And if it's off the grill, it's gonna be fried fish, shrimp, and chicken, pretty much, and all the sides. Um, Hadn't planned to do any neck bones, oxtails, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens.
We're not having that. Who asked for that?
Nobody, Craig.
Oh.
Look, he heard everywhere.
I'm about to say, we are not doing that slave food, okay? We're trying to give y'all an experience. Oh. Okay, so somebody, Tab asked, can I go over it again? So we're doing a cabin trip. Well, let me drop this link in here. I'm gonna drop the link in here that you need to sign if you're planning to go. If you're planning to go, I need you to sign this disclosure first, and then you can Zelle your deposit. I'm going to drop this link down in here. This is just the terms and conditions. It explains to you.
Are you going to let them know when you get to the max number?
Yeah, I'm going to let you all know when we're at the max number, when we're at 20. Oh, Cheryl, you better work. Cheryl is writing it down here in the comments. Okay, I just pinned this form. It's a document. If you click on that, just sign it, and then it'll come back to me and Nikki, and then we're going to add you on the list. And then what happens next, in the next days or so, next couple of days, you're going to look for an email, which Jack put together, but it's going to come from me. But it's going to be your dietary restrictions and things like that. Nikki is going to record your payment. And if you want to pay more than $250, you can. It's up to you, but just the minimum is $250. Nikki is going to record your name, how much you paid, which is $250, or whatever you're going to decide to pay. And we're going to put your dietary restrictions and all that stuff. All of that is going to be together. So me, Jack, and Nikki are going to have all of this information so we can curate the menu and that kind of thing, what we're going to be doing when we're there. And then I'm also going to give your name in that list of people, to the driver, to the shuttle driver, Leonard. So Leonard is going to pick everybody up from a central location here in Atlanta. As I was explaining before, it's going to be at the Walmart that's near Lenox Mall, but I'll give you all of the details. You'll get the address. You're going to have all of that. You're going to have the who, what, when, where, and how. Now, let me explain something to you. This will be an email too, so you don't have to remember this. But the shuttle is going to leave from the Walmart at 2 p.m. Now, you can show your ass up there at 2:15 and 2:08 and 2:10 if you want to. I'm going to say that again. Now, you can show your ass up there at 2:08, 2:15, or 2:10. Now, yes, I went to 2:15 and I went back to 2:10. You can come up there anytime after 2 o'clock. Please believe that shuttle just may be gone. Now, you may take your ass into that Walmart and get you some snacks or some deodorant or whatever you may have left.
Just don't leave your friend. Get your friend. Grab him by the collar. Get him on out to the
You might be in there looking for some stuff, some shampoo or something, body wash. I don't know. You might be in there looking for something. I'm trying to let you know the shuttle is not waiting for you. There's a 2-hour drive from the Walmart. It's a Walmart in Chamblee. It's right where Peachtree Road becomes Peachtree Industrial. And I chose that Walmart because that Walmart is near that train station. So if you happen to be flying into town, if you happen to be flying into Atlanta, you can take the MARTA train from inside the airport and it will bring you right up to that train station that's right there by that Walmart. Okay? Now, the other thing is, if you by chance happen to be driving from out of state, maybe, because I know Ramia is in the Carolinas, Cheryl, I believe you're in Nashville, right? You may be driving. You may want to drive. Now, listen, this ain't going to change the price. So, well, I'm driving, so can I get a discount because I'm not getting on the shuttle? No, you can't. But if by chance you want to drive, my suggestion is to come get on the shuttle. But if by chance you want to drive directly to the cabin, there are only 8 parking spaces available at the, well, let me say 7, because we're going to have somewhere to park. Actually, it's going to be 6. It's only 6 because we got to have somewhere to park. But I would encourage you to just take the shuttle. But at any rate, we're going to have activities from the time you walk through the door. But again, I want to be mindful and respectful because some people that they're going to want to take a nap. They might want to lay down for a little bit. But there's going to be something to do at every moment. I am still working on ideas in terms of activities, but I do know that I would like to have karaoke. I would like to also have some cards there. So for people who like to play cards.
You might want to do a breakout and do cards.
Right.
The place is big enough for you to, be over there.
Mm-hmm. So here's the time too. Like if you want to figure out who your roommate is going to be. Okay? If you want to figure out who your roommate is going to be, and make sure it's somebody that you like, because you will be sharing a bed unless you're on one of them bunk beds. There are 6, is it 6 bedrooms with a king? I'll send you all this too. Those of you who have, well, actually, I posted it in Patreon. Remember the not the layout, but it's like the description of all of the rooms, so you can see the description of the rooms. I think it's 6 bedrooms that have a king size bed in it. Let me look and see if I have it in here. Yeah, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's 6 bedrooms that have a king size bed. Yeah, we can play Uno. We can, you know what I mean? Like we can figure all of that out as we're going along, right? So, are there any other questions in the comments? Oh yeah, somebody said we need a WhatsApp group. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna have Nikki set up a WhatsApp group for the, or Mantra, did you want to take on that? Did you want to create the WhatsApp group? You or Ramia want to set up the WhatsApp group, or Cheryl or somebody, and then make sure everybody gets in the group, like the people who have been added. Let me Tanny Joy just booked hers. So what we got? That's 14. We only got 6 slots left. Right. We only got 6 slots. Somebody said, Craig, I can't keep dipping into my 401k. Wait a minute. Who said that?
Who said that?
I'll see you in St. Pete.
Who said that?
Who said that? Okay, so this is a good time to figure out who your roommate is going to be. Okay, I see you guys sending your forms in as well. Okay. Let me look at the I'm looking at the comments. Okay, Mantra is going to set up the WhatsApp group. Mantra is going to set up the WhatsApp group. So let me go. Dion said, Lord, I can't keep up. Another WhatsApp group. All right, let me go over the names again, Mantra, so that you can know who to put in the group. Because we don't need a whole bunch of extra people in there that ain't actually coming. Amen? Okay, hold on. Let me go back. That rain is coming down. All right, so we got Tanny Joy, Valerie Brown, that's 2. Henry Jones is 3. Kevin Mitchell, that's Kevy Kev, 4. Mantra, 5. Tareem Gibbs, 6. Powerful, 7. Tiffany Walton, 8. Dion Lee is 9. Latanya Rogers, 10. Cheryl Woodley, 11. Aisha Eason, 12. Ramia, 13. Stacy Michelle is 14. So we got 6 slots left. There are 6 slots left. Okay? If there are any more questions, I will answer those questions, or you can email me at bookthewriter@gmail.com, and I'll answer those questions for you. The total cost is $1,550. That includes the shuttle from Atlanta to the cabin. That's going to include your meals every single day that you're there. Even when Jack is not preparing an assigned meal that we've set up, there will still be food there. We're going to have like snacks and things. And when I say snacks, I don't just mean like potato chips. Like it'll be like little things for you to like munch on. As well as cocktails will be unlimited. All of the activities that we're going to set up and plan, that's going to be there. And then it's going to be, there's boats there. There's a boat there, like you can go out in the little rafts or whatever they call, little canoes and kayaks. That's the word. Canoes and kayaks. There's a hot tub. All of those things are there. Remember, this is going to be in October. It's October 17th through the 19th.
Gym shoes, your hiking boots.
Bring your gym shoes, hiking things. If you want to go out there and hike.
The plaid thing, you know.
What little plaid thing?
I mean, plaid, you know, whatever.
Right. Now, in October, it's still usually kind of temperate in Atlanta, but we're going to be in the mountains, so it's probably going to be a little chilly. But just check the weather before we, before we leave. And then the shuttle service on the way back to Atlanta, but it's going to be all your meals, okay? And then, like I said, we're going to have activities and stuff set up and planned out as well. Let me see, what else is in here? Oh, so what I was saying before, if you missed it, if you want to pay your thing off sooner, you can. Let's just say you can't do $250 a month until September. If you got $100 next week, you can send that. Just make sure when you Zelle it, to put cabin. And let's just say you send the Zelle and you forget. Just send me an email. Don't message me on Instagram. I'm not looking on Instagram for these messages. Don't message me on Patreon. Don't message me on Facebook or TikTok or any of the other, or YouTube. Send me a message through my website. I will get all of those. If I don't get it, Nikki is going to get it. So let's just say you send your Zelle and you forget to put, this is for the cabin. Just send us an email and say, hey, I just sent $100 or $50 or $25. Apply that to my balance, okay? And we have everything organized. We have a spreadsheet with your name, your email address. I'm going to make sure that we have your phone number on there as well. And we're going to have your payments that you've made and all of those things. We're going to have your dietary restrictions all on the same spreadsheet. Nikki has already put the spreadsheet together. Okay, so now that, 14 of you have already made your deposit, we're going to drop you in that, and that's another reason why you need to complete that disclosure that I just pinned in the YouTube, because Nikki is going to put your name on the spreadsheet from that. Once we see that you signed that, she's going to put your name on the spreadsheet. I'm just looking to see if there are any other questions down here. Right, don't get swept up at the Walmart now. Girl, I went all the way down to Atlanta, honey, and I didn't even make it to the cabin, honey. I was over in the deodorant aisle. Oh, where's my cocktail? I got caught up in the deodorant aisle. You running through the parking lot, the shuttle just pulling out. Man. No child left behind. Amen. Amen. Yeah, Nikki is going to be in the WhatsApp group too. Let me look. I'm just making sure. Yes, we're doing layaway for the cabin. Amen.
All right, come on, layaway.
Amen. And again, final payment just has to be paid. It just needs to be paid off by September 17th. That's 1 month before we go. It just needs to be paid off by September 17th. That's 30 days before we go on the cabin trip, okay? I've already booked the cabin. The cabin has already been booked, okay? And then when we get closer to it, the week of, Jack and I are going to go and do all of the shopping. We're going to get all of the food, all of the things that we need for the trip, all of the alcohol. God, I still need that alcohol hookup. God, I still need that alcohol hookup. We're going to have all the alcohol. Like I was saying before, just in case you missed it, we're all going to go up the day before you all come. So we're going to be there on Thursday. Myself, Jack, Elliot, Greg said he's coming. Thaddeus said he's coming. I'm just telling you what they said. And of course, Nikki is going to be there. Nikki's going to be there too. Are there any other questions in here? Let me look in here to see. Marshall, no, Marshall, we don't want you to help. We don't want anybody to help. We were talking about that yesterday. We want you all to just come and just enjoy. We just want you to just come and enjoy. We got it. And we just want you to come, put your feet up, have a good time, and let there be that. Now I might get out there on that motherfucking canoe, out there on that kayak. I might go out there on that kayak.
Kevin Kev's gonna make a comment right now. Go ahead, Kevin Kev. Go on.
Kevin Kev gonna say something about that?
Gay Arthur what? Kevin Kev.
Gay Arthur falls off kayak in the North Georgia mountains.
Because I know he's gonna put it up there.
Tanny Joy talking about I can make some drinks. Honey, we've already seen you in action. We've seen you in action.
We got you, Tanny. We got you.
Right. But no, seriously though, because outside of like when we're serving you for dinner and stuff like that, you can go and make your own drinks, right? You can make your own coffee, you can make your own tea. So no, I'm just joking. So if you want to make drinks for everybody, you're welcome to do that. Or if everybody want to make their own drinks, that's fine too. I'm just looking to make sure. Yeah, Greg said he's coming. Greg and Thaddeus texted me today and said, "Oh, I'm coming to the cabin." So let me see. Okay, I don't see any other questions in here. If you do, what's going on? If you guys do have any questions after this, of course you can just send them through my website, and then I'll respond to them, or Nikki will respond to them. Either way. But so we're just getting ready for a little dinner, little tuna bowls. So we're gonna do some black beans. Oh, pardon me.
We're not doing black beans on the tuna.
Oh, okay. The black beans are for the shrimp one. And then we got a little red onion. No, this is shallots. What is this right here?
That is
basil.
Basil and mint.
Basil and mint leaves. What you know about that? That herbaceousness. It's gonna be so herbaceous. H-E-R. Herbaceous. That's gonna be really good. And then what's this right here?
That's
cilantro, green onion. And then we got tomato. Of course, you can't have bowls without lime. We got a little avocado to put on here. I'm gonna need this seed right here. So I don't know if I shared this with you all or not, but I came across something that was telling me, I read something or saw something. If you take an avocado seed, if you take the seed from an avocado and put it in a spray bottle of 91% alcohol, not 70%, I said 91%. 91% alcohol, and you spray it on a part of your body that's causing you pain, supposedly it makes the pain go away. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to save that avocado because I'm going to see. Chinoa is at the house. Jack talked to Chinoa earlier. Chinoa went to, yes, there's going to be some mise en place. Look, where can you see this motherfucking man? Because we are going to send you all, that's another thing that you're going to get later. We're going to send you like a skeleton menu so you can kind of have an idea of what to expect, like when you arrive for dinner that night, you know, for breakfast, the breakfast brunch buffet the next day, the lunch, all of that stuff. Like you're going to have an idea of like what we're going to be doing. So we're going to send that, we're going to drizzle that stuff out to you over time. Amen. You know, to make you excited, to get you excited. Tell me, Shamar said, I can just see the caftans flowing through the cabin. Baby!
Okay. Caftans flowing.
Listen here. Listen here. So what did I say? We had 6 slots left, I think I said?
Yeah.
I think I said we had 6 slots. Wait a minute. Portia Lawson just sent hers. We got 5 left. We got 5 slots left. 5. They said a caftan fashion show. I'm sure Greg can arrange that for you all. I'm sure Greg can arrange that for you all. Powerful said, what time do we leave from the Walmart? Again, it's 2 o'clock. But again, we're going to send all of this to you when we get closer. I'm not going to give it to you now. I'm going to give it to you the week of, because I don't want you to be like, oh, I lost the email. What happened? What time do we have to? So, and of course, we'll talk about it on the live too. But I'm going to send it to you in email, the address for the Walmart, the time from the Walmart, all of that kind of stuff. And by then, by the time you get on that shuttle, you would have had an idea of like what's going to be on the menu for the weekend and all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to be counting on you guys to already know who your roommate is when we get there. But even if you don't, we'll figure it out once we get there. We'll go through and choose rooms and all that kind of stuff, right? Sleeping quarters and all of that. So we'll do all of that kind of stuff. But once you first get there, we're going to have a little something for you to eat. Because I know you would have been traveling that day and you might be a little hungry. If you like me, we're going to have a little cocktail for you or a little soft drink if you don't drink. Jack already got something in mind for the non-drinkers.
I sure do.
She already got like a little spritz or something.
Yeah, mocktails. You'll get very close.
Like a mocktail.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, look at Tanny Joy. We can choose rooms before we get there. Okay, that's fine. I'm just looking at it. Oh, T. Danielle said that the avocado seed and the 91% alcohol, it does work. She said she saw it on TikTok. I think that's where I saw it also. Okay, well, I got me a seed,
Yes, he does.
and I'm going to put it in. Oh, it's time to eat. I don't know why I feel like I want a sauce.
You're going to get one. It's Asian sweet chicken.
Oh, all right. Yes. Let me get over here and sit down because I want to put on my party clothes too. You know, and make sure you bring some pajamas. Don't be walking around naked. Don't be walking around with your panties and bra on. And that's for the men and the women. Okay. Yes, indeed. I think we're gonna have a good time. So, what I envision, yeah, what I envision. Now, this is gonna be really close quarters. Now, depending on how this goes, because I was talking to the people today when I booked the cabin, because I wanted to get your interest first before I went and spent the money booking this cabin. I booked the cabin, but when I was talking to the woman that reserved it for me, she said, "What is that you're doing?" Like, she was so fascinated, right? I was telling Jack about it earlier. And so I was telling her, I said, well, this is a retreat. We're doing a retreat. And I said, it's 20 people. I said, you know, I'm capping it at 20. And I told her how we all, not all of us, but how we went to the cruise last year on Virgin.
Yeah.
And so she said, oh my God, that's so nice. So she sent me a link for a larger cabin. And it holds 35 people. It's for 35 people. And so I said, okay, well, yes. She said, just in case you end up doing it again next year. So I said to her, and I'm saying to you, this may become something that we can do, you know, annually or biannually or something, right? Because I know everybody can't make it to Cabo. Some people just don't want to get on a plane for whatever reason. You just may be terrified to fly. You may have never flown. Or maybe the date just doesn't work out for you. Oh, yes.
So you want some sriracha.
Look at that. Do you see that lime right there? This is what you're going to experience when you come to the cabin. 5-course, seated, served dinner. A 5-course, Father God, we thank you for the food we're about to receive. Let it be for the nourishment of our bodies. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
You want some more sauce? I do like a lot.
I do like a little, just a. Thanks. We're gonna squeeze a little lime on here. We're gonna have a nice experience. Amen. So she sent me this cabin, and it holds 35 people. It's in the same vicinity of this cabin, but it's larger. It's the same owner. It's a beautiful cabin. I looked at it, and I was like, okay.
Really, really beautiful.
But next year.
Taco bowl too, or you just gonna fix that tomorrow?
No, I'll just do that tomorrow.
You want some jalapeno? You have enough spice?
No, it's enough spice in here.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's your cup, right?
But like if we do this again next year, Jack will probably need some help. Like she'll have to, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not doing all that this year. She can handle 20 of y'all. Then next year, if we do it again and we move to 35 people, then she'll have to have a small team. Amen.
All right, Elliot, I'm about to put this up.
Oh, let me look at the comments. What am I missing? Let me look at the bathroom.
What was that?
Okay, yes. If you've already paid your deposit and signed the disclosure, email your phone number because they didn't ask you that on the form, so that way we can add that to the spreadsheet that we're creating. Just send your name and your phone number, and then I'll have Nikki add that to that as well, okay? Somebody said matching pajamas. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Let me look at the other questions. Yes, there are only 5 slots left. You can send a deposit of $250. Thanks, Stacy Michelle. And if you want to bring your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you can. It's up to you, and you all can share your room. You know. DeWan talking about we family. We can walk around comfortably. You better bring some pizza at home.
Oh, I shouldn't put the tomatoes on here, but you'll be all right. So you can just throw this one in the microwave tomorrow.
Okay.
You got potatoes on here, and then you also got the quinoa.
Girl, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna eat another bowl tonight.
My bedtime.
Oh, now it's your bedtime?
It is.
Since when? Let me see. No, this is not a vegan dish. This is ahi tuna steak in here. And I'm not going to subject you all just to seafood. Like, we're going to have...
Yeah, it'll be some meat.
It'll be some meats, too. Thank you, Lux Creations. What you had on the skeleton menu? It said amos bouche. What's it called?
Amos bouche.
Amos bouche.
Yes, that is that's something that you get before.
This is the shrimp bowl. This is the kind of, now I'm not saying it's gonna be this, but this is the kind of experience.
And then amos bouche is like a gift from the chef.
She fried these up right here over here on the pan. Do you see this? I don't think y'all see that. Y'all think it's a game.
They got the amos bouche. They got that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gift from the chef on amos bouche. It's a very small, little 1 or 2 bite item.
Put a little jalapeno on the top.
Gift from the kitchen before.
1 or 2 item gift from the kitchen before the meal. It's a 1 or 2 bite. Amos bouche is a 1 or 2 bite something or another that you're gonna have from the kitchen.
Like a surprise.
It's like a surprise. It's before you sit down and have the actual meal. Amen. I'm looking at the questions. Yes, it's before the appetizer, Afro Beatnik.
Yes, it is. Warm. Okay,
yes, a delight for the mouth, Carolina. Oh my God.
Y'all better Google that. Google that. And click on key.
Okay. All right, y'all better send them forms in. Amen. Amen.
Oh, you sent somebody saw the amos bouche, the form thing or whatever, the outline.
No, I haven't sent that.
Oh. Oh, you just.
No, they sent in the disclosure form. I'm trying to do better with closing my mouth when I chew. Oh, Shauna is gifting 4 books tonight. Oh, Carolina says she took French. She don't have to Google.
Come on now.
I know that's right.
Let them know.
If 2 people are sharing a room, it's $250 per person. If you're sending a deposit. So if you're sending a deposit, each person has to send $250. Not just one $250 for both people. Lauren said, let me go ahead and sign up for Pay for Your Stay so I can make this money back. I know that's right.
Okay.
That's how you do that. All right, so Shauna is gifting 4 books. Let's see. Is that Rain Waker? Oh, now let me say this. In terms of the books, I only have the 2nd book. I only have One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure. That's my 2nd book. Words Never Spoken picks up. I mean, One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure picks up where Words Never Spoken leaves off. So Rain Waker, would you like the 2nd book? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, they talking about we want to play. You want me to send it through the phone? Ramia, right now, I'm not thinking that I'm going to reprint the books right now because there are other places that you can purchase the book, like Barnes & Noble. Like Barnes & Noble can order it for you. Or you can download the digital version. Or you can download the Audible version. Obviously, there's Amazon too, but I know you don't want to shop at Amazon because I'm not shopping at Amazon. But I'm really trying to make space in my house because it takes a lot of space out, storage space. The books, the packing materials, the tape, all that kind of stuff. Is Rain still in here? Rain Waker? Okay, but I see Daryl Frazier. Daryl Frazier. I don't see Rain Waker anymore. Okay. Would you Rain Waker, Daryl Frazier? Thank you, Trixie. Trixie said, I just finished book 1 and I'm about to start book 2. It was amazing. Thank you very much. Daryl Frazier, Rain Waker. If you would, please email me through my website, craigthewriterstewart.com. Send me your name and your address, and then we'll ship out. I'll sign it, and then I'll ship it out to you. Oh, Daryl Frazier, you're coming to St. Pete. Okay. Chi-Town, what was that, Niger girl? That's 3. The Morning Blunt.
That's 2.
The Morning Blunt. All 4 of you, email me, please, through my website. Email me tonight. Don't email me tomorrow. I got a lot on my mind. We got the cabin. We got telling our story. I got this PhagTawlk tour. I got a lot on my mind. Don't wait tomorrow, the next day, and all of that, because I'm going to forget. Send me your name and the blunt. What did I say? The Morning Blunt. Put your screen name and then your real name, so I'll remember. I'll know that it's you. Send me your name and your address, and I will ship it out to you. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, Kevin Kev.
What is that?
Miss Winfrey is booked and busy. Kevin Kev, I can't believe you're coming.
Me, I'm shocked, impressed, and happy at the same time.
Right. Oh, last night on the live, I think it was just an outage in her area. We don't know what happened.
Whoa.
When we were on PhagTawlk last night. Yeah. I think there was an outage in her area. Channy Joy, I see whoever it is trying to write down how much it is, but they're not counting expenses. I gotta pay Jack.
Oh,
They're trying to calculate how much the cabin retreat is gonna bring in. But I gotta pay Jack. I gotta pay for the shuttle service. I gotta pay for the cabin. Right.
Let them try to figure out unless they get ready to help you.
Right.
That must be somebody new.
I don't know. What comments did I miss?
They be trying to figure out Virgin Voyage and Carnival Cruise and all of the things. Trying to figure out how much you're gonna pay.
What comments did I miss from me? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Chi-Town Naja Girl, I called your name for the book. I need you to email me though. You got to put that screen name and then your real name and your address. It was The Morning Blunt, Chi-Town Naja Girl, Rain Waker, and then I think it was Daryl Frazier. I think that was the name. Marsha said, if you're doing all of that, you don't need to go. Oh, Kevin Kev is not coming. Oh, well, then there's somebody named Kevin Mitchell. I thought that was Kevin Kev. Oh, here's Kevin Mitchell right here. I see you in here, Kevin. Okay, Kevin Mitchell's the one who came on the cruise.
Okay.
Wait, let me see. Oh, yes, that's Kevin Mitchell that came on the cruise. Okay, that's the one that was so quiet. Okay, I got you. I thought that was Kevin Kev. Okay, Kevin Mitchell. Those are the 4 books that I had. Henry said, I read your book and I'm currently reading the second. Your life stories are all inspiring. Much success to you, Craig, in the arms. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that people are still reading books. Did I ever tell you all this story? When I lived in LA, and I'm only telling this story because I think this might be beneficial to somebody. And for no other reason. When I lived in LA, B. Scott and I used to hang out. You all know B. Scott. Hey, Love Muffins. You know, the person who used to say that all the time. He used to do live streams. And that rain is coming down. When I say that rain is coming down. So, I remember you, Kevin Mitchell. I see you. So B. Scott and I used to hang out when I lived in LA. This was back in 2011.
Okay.
And I'll never forget. So this is 14 years ago. So I'll never forget. He said to me, we were walking through West Hollywood. And I was writing the book. I was writing the first book. And he said, so why would people want to buy your book? Like, what's going to be interesting about your book? Like, why would people care to read about your life? And it wasn't in a shady, I didn't take it in a shady way.
Right.
But it was one of those questions that I know could have intimidated somebody. Like you right now, like in your own life, you might be thinking that you want to go back to school or you might want to start a business and you may have shared it with somebody. And they're looking at you like, well, girl, what you want to do that for? And they do mean it in a kind of like, that don't make no sense. Right, like that don't make no sense. What you doing that for? That's stupid.
Right.
But little do they know. And so I said to him, because I don't believe that anybody has written a story as openly, as honestly, as open and as honest as I'm writing this.
Okay.
And Elin Harris was an inspiration to me when I first started writing that book, because his first books, Invisible Life and Just As I Am, those books were kind of, those books were groundbreaking. Like nobody had written books like that where you were talking about men who were having sex with other men who were married to women or had girlfriends, and they were, you know what would have been good? A little bit of pineapple in this.
I thought about that. And that tuna?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll cut a little pineapple up in it tomorrow.
I'm going to dice some up and put some lime on it and cilantro, so you know.
Okay.
So it'll be great.
And so Elin Harris was writing like that. And I knew when I was writing my first book, that was the closest thing to anything that anybody had written close to what Elin Harris was doing. And the difference was what I was writing versus what Elin Harris wrote was my stories of truth. Where with Invisible Life and Just As I Am and This Too Shall Pass, like those are Elin Harris's first 3 books. His stories were fictional. Now, I'm more than certain there probably was some truth in some of those books. You know what I'm saying? Like you embellish a little bit. You tell like real stories, but then you embellish it just a little bit so that it's fictional. But I knew that was the difference, and I was just like, well, if they gravitated to Elin Harris's shit, I know they're gonna gravitate to mine. My biggest dilemma was, hey, what's up, Curtis? My biggest dilemma. You're welcome, Diva Girl. My biggest dilemma was, how was I going to get my books in front of people? How would people know? Because see, Elin Harris, he had a publishing deal. I mean, he started off without a publishing deal, but then he had a publishing deal and they reprinted the book and put the book out. But I never had a publishing deal. I've always self-published. And when I was writing the book, there was no such thing as Facebook or YouTube Live. And so I was like, well, damn, how am I going to write? I mean, how am I going to promote these books? How am I going to make people aware of these books? But when those thoughts would creep in, I would always tell myself, you don't have to worry about that. That's not your responsibility. Your only responsibility is to write the book. That's your job. That's your assignment. The universe, God will figure out how the people will get the book, how the people will find out about the book. And then, like I said, sometime later, Facebook Live is happening. Yes, in walks T.S. Madison. And she says to me, when we did a podcast, I had invited her on to do my podcast, and she said, you got to use your personality to sell those books. She said, that's how you're going to move those books. You got to use your personality. And be comfortable with it. And I didn't know what that fully meant at the time. But I've always said, like, working with her, and don't throw away that avocado seed. I'm not. Working with her, just being over there when she was doing Queen Supreme Court, it opened up my audience. It opened up my visibility. And so while the book was already done, I had done the work of writing the book and publishing the book and printing the book. Once that door was opened up and people were like, oh, who is that standing over there? Like, figuratively. It was like, oh, I have these books. You know what I'm saying? So it was almost like, when they say preparation meets opportunity. That's the consummate example of that. Now, granted, I could have met her and I could have possibly had nothing. But because when it was uncertain, when I didn't know what was around that corner, I was doing my part. Like, I did my part and I wrote the book, and then when the opportunity came, it was there, and yeah. And so again, I can't say enough and I can't express enough to those of you who have an idea of something you want to do. You don't have to have all of the answers. Like, a lot of times people think that you have to have all of the answers from the onset. Like, from the inception of the idea. A lot of people think that you have to know how every twist and turn, every corner, what's going to be around every corner. You don't have to know every single step. And I think I've given this example before. It's just like when you're driving in a car at night and the headlights are on in the car. You don't get to see all the way down the road and around the corner. You don't see all of that. All you see is like the first maybe yard in front of you. You can only see, the headlights only show the first yard or so in front of you. You're trusting that the light, that the road is going to be illuminated as you go. You're trusting that the light is going to open up the road and you're going to be able to see as you're going. Same thing is true for this. Like when you're following your dream or whatever it is, you know, a lot will be revealed as you go, as you continue. So yeah. Oh, Miss CC wants to donate a book. Hey, Miss CC. The books are 25. Oh, thank you, Miss CC. It's 25. That includes the shipping, and we'll get it sent out. And then I'll oh, somebody else sent the Zelle. Oh, no, that's Shauna for the books. I was gonna say we might be down to 4 slots. Tiff said, I love just walking around my house doing tasks, listening to Craig's wisdom moments. But see, this is what I imagine we're going to do around the fire, around the campfire at the cabin. We're going to have conversations like this. Okay, thanks. Henry says, I was a sophomore at Georgia State University when I read Words Never Spoken, and as a closeted Kojic boy, it truly liberated me. I was inspired to come out to my family. I always lend that moment to reading your books. Awesome. Wow, Henry. You're trying to make a nigga cry. Henry, do you still live in Atlanta? Oh my God. And you know what that just reminded me of, Henry, when you said that? I remember when I was writing the first book in particular. I mean, it's happening, you know, in other books too. But in particular, when I was writing that first book, when I didn't know how I was going to promote it, how I was going to get out there, this was before there was Facebook or YouTube Live. There was Facebook and YouTube, but there was no live streaming at the time. And I remember sitting at the place where I was living in LA and writing. And I remember there would be times that I would be crying writing it. Or there would be times that I would get chills. Like I would just get chills because I knew that I had written something that was going to really shift something for someone, that it was going to really like cause someone to have an aha moment, right? What's up, Medium Mike? Oh, Kimberly Johnson said. Debbie Woodyear said, Craig, can 3 people stay in one room? You absolutely can, because let me look at the room descriptions. There are, let me see, 1, 2. There are 2 bedrooms that have 4 beds in them, like bunk beds. They're queen size beds though. These are queen size bunk beds. So yes, 3 of you can occupy that room, and then we would have to put 1 other person in there. But yes, you can. Or you could double up and do the king beds, because there are 6 rooms that have king beds. The cabin trip is October 17th through the 19th. Oh, okay, Henry said he moved away in 2019. Yes, the cabin trip is October 17th to the 19th. I want to tell my story of my life and where I'm at now. How did you feel after your first book? Well, first of all, when I was writing the first book, because like I was saying, there were so many moments that I had chills writing it. There were a lot of tears writing it. So it was cathartic for me. But I didn't really think that I was going to release it. I think I've said that on the live before. But so I called the book Words Never Spoken, because these are things that I had never said out loud. These are things that I had never, ever said out loud. And, but then also these are things that, in my opinion, had never been said by anyone else out loud too. They weren't just words that I had never said out loud. They were also words that I had never really heard or read in a book. And so I didn't think I was going to release it because it felt too vulnerable. It felt too open. And so I didn't think I was going to release it. After I'd done all that writing. Can you imagine? After I had done all that writing, it was like, well, I think I'm going to keep this on my computer. Right. Ooh, Craig Crawford said I got to decide if I want to come to Telling Our Stories or the Cabin. Come to Telling Our Stories. I think Telling Our Stories is going to be a really good time. Hey, Rashawn. The cabin trip is October 17th through the 19th. It's a Friday through Sunday. So once I did release the book, I felt free. I felt like I had said everything that I wanted to say. Because I've been asked before too, like, how did I know that I was done writing? Once I felt like I had said everything I wanted to say, I didn't feel like there was anything else. Once I felt like I was done writing, I waited like a couple weeks before I waited like a week or so, like before I actually started the process of printing the book. I kind of like waited to see if anything else was going to come up later. I'm like, oh, let me go tell this. But nothing came up after that. And then once I started having more life experiences, i.e., I got involved with the married guy, I said, okay, it's now time to write the second book, which is One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure. And that book picks up with everything that happened once I moved to LA, but then also the things that happened once I came back to the East Coast, which is when I started dating the married guy. And we went to Dubai, and just like all of that kind of stuff is in that book. The books are on Audible if you're not a reader and you just rather me read it to you. But they're also in digital form too. So if you want to download it to like your device, you can. It's in iBooks, Kindle, Nook, every place. My food got cold talking to y'all. Mm-hmm. The cabin trip is in the North Georgia mountains, but we're going to meet in Atlanta because there's going to be a shuttle that's going to take you from Atlanta to the cabin. Yes, it's 2 hours from the city. Yes, I have evolved, Boozy Bitch. That's her screen name. I'm reading your comments. Boozy Bitch, I don't have a type. Yes, I'm reading the book, Tiff. It's in my voice. I'm reading the books.
He does.
All of the audibles are mine. I'm in my voice. Mm-hmm. Book of Jules is on Audible. One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure is on Audible, and so is Words Never Spoken. The only one that's not on Audible is book number 3, the Book of Quotes.
You can listen to it in traffic like I used to.
Is that how you listen to it?
Yes, indeed.
Did I know you then?
Yeah, child, I ain't brought no books and you didn't know me.
Oh, you brought them after I knew you, after we met.
Uh-huh.
So we knew each other by the time you got it.
Yep, I got all 4 at one time.
Okay.
Only one on Audible.
Right.
And I listened to it in the car over, and I was like, wait, let me go back. Let me go back.
Uh-huh.
And it's so good because it keeps you calm, like if you're on the freeway or stuck in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
You
should have saw me performing when I was reading those books.
And you can talking to your Bluetooth.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's good car company.
Yeah. But it's so crazy because I used to hate my voice, like my speaking voice. Jack said, like I hate mine. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't get I didn't get used to hearing myself talk or even get to the point that I liked my voice, quote unquote, until I was recording the audio, the Audible books. because I recorded them and then I had to edit them. I had to go in and edit them, and like when I made a mistake. So like when you hear it, I'm reading it like I never made a mistake, but I made mistakes and I had to go in there and I had to go in there and cut it. Retakes. Yeah, I had to do retakes, and then I had to cut it out so it sounds like smooth. Yeah. But Dion, what you think my type is in MTS? Thank you, Tiff. And Debbie Woodyear. No, we're not booked up yet. What did I say? We had 5 slots yet left? I think we had 5 slots left. Let me look over here to make sure there's no Zell that came through here. I think it's 5 slots left.
Lord. Y'all get the thing.
I think it's 5 slots left, Debbie. Yeah, okay. Tanny George just confirmed. It's 5 slots left. But having to listen to myself record the book and listen to it back was when I started to appreciate my voice. But after that, it was like when people be like, "Oh my God, I love your voice. I love it," and I'm like, "What?" Because I've told this story before. When I was 14, well, when I was 15, my mother started letting me drive. I didn't have a driver's license, but my mother started letting me drive. When you click on the link, it's Heather Harris. Okay, let me call Nikki real quick. I'm gonna come back to that story in a second. Hold on. Hopefully she'll answer because it is 10:30 at night.
Right, we can see it. Look, you have office hours.
But even if it is at the limit, we'll get it. We'll get you one so you can sign it. I haven't gotten 20 Zells yet, so I still. Hi. You sleep? Oh my God! I'll call you tomorrow. Okay. I'm on the live, and they were like, "Oh, it says that it's at the limit. They can't do any more forms, but we'll figure it out." I haven't gotten 20 Zells yet. No, we'll do it tomorrow. Go to sleep. Okay. All right. Bye bye. Let me go in here and count one more time, but I think we're only at 15. So even if. Okay, got it, Lawrence. Lawrence Vaughn, I got your, or Henry Jones. I got your phone number in here. I got it. We see it. I see it. So we'll put that in the document that we have, the final document. But no, there are 5 slots left. So if you want to send your Zelle for your deposit, you can, and then we'll make sure that you get to sign the release form, the document. What was I saying?
Your voice. You had to do your retake.
It was after I started. What was I saying, y'all? No, Jack is not married.
Somebody out there want to get hitched? I don't.
Do y'all see my food prep?
Yeah, you have to wrap that up in plastic.
Wrap what in plastic?
Because you probably eat it around, what is it? You probably eat it around midnight and just go up.
I didn't have an edible, so I probably won't eat again.
Okay, well, amen.
And if I had an edible, I'd probably go through all of this. Debbie, we'll get the form to you, but I haven't gotten 20 deposits yet. I've gotten 15. We have 5 slots left. So if you want to send your deposit, you can send it through Zelle. You can send it, and then I'll send you the I'll make sure that you get a form so you can sign the release. Okay, I got you. Nikki and I'll get on it tomorrow. But let me just go in here real quick to make sure. But it was only 15 so far. We got 5 more slots. But let me just look in here just to confirm. It's midnight, tell me. I'm going to come back to my story in a second. Let me just look at this first.
You didn't set the fire things off today.
What fire things?
Smoke detectors.
Oh, right. No, it's still 15. We got 15. Okay, now what was I saying? Oh, so when I was once I recorded the book and the audio was out, I would get all these messages from people saying, "Oh my God, I love your voice." Da da da. And I'm like, what? But when I was 15, I was driving. My mother had me driving because my mother used to smoke cigarettes. And so she's like, "Craig, go to the store and get me a pack of cigarettes." And you know, when you're 15, about to turn 16, you about to get your driver's license. Excuse me. You're excited to drive at any chance you can. And so like, okay, I'm gonna go. And you know, like when you're 15, whatever, you still eating fast food. I know some of y'all still do. I would stop at a fast food drive-through and I would order food and see my voice hadn't changed yet. I still had like this high-pitched voice. My voice was like high. And so when I would pull up to the and so when I would pull up to the microphone and order my food, is that all, ma'am? Ma'am, go ahead with your order. Does that complete your order, ma'am? And when I tell you, I'd be like, and then I'd pull around that corner, it was me. They were like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah. Or they wouldn't say anything. They would just look at you. So I didn't like my voice. So I always had this feeling of, oh my God, I hate my voice. I hate my voice. And then, like I said, once I got to the point, giving Aunt Craig. And so when I got to the, right, clocking my tea before it was even poured, right? So, Boozy Bitch, we kind of do you want the smoke when we do the live shows for PhagTawlk. Because we have a section where we call it Save Your Fave. And we call people up from the audience and they sing like a song from one of the people that we have in the One Gotta Go. So anyway, I was always self-conscious about my voice because of those drive-through situations, right? And so by the time I became an adult...
Did you come take the seed?
Huh?
Did you come take the avocado seed?
I didn't take the seed. That's why I said to you, don't forget I want that seed. I think you probably threw it away. Shouldn't have threw the seed away. Oh, you got it. She talking about, did you come take the seed? No, I did not.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So I need to find something that I can put it in. With alcohol.
Is this supposed to be dry? Are you supposed to dry it out? Because mine are dried out because I don't have the alcohol.
I don't know if it's supposed to be dried out or not. I was just gonna throw it in there now. But
you got the alcohol.
I got the alcohol.
I think you should let it get dry a little bit. I don't know. I didn't see.
Who was that said? Was that Danielle that said she used the avocado thing, the seed? Did you let the seed dry out, or did you put it right in there, right away? Thank you, Onyx. So I was always self-conscious of my voice. Wait, Henry, I got that story too. Henry said I used to get mistaken for my mom on the phone. I don't know if it's because she had a heavy voice or if I sounded feminine. Let me tell you something. And I've told this story on here before. I would answer the phone in my house. And my mother's friends would call all the time. Gladys? And I'm like, no. Oh, Craig. I'm sorry, Craig. Is your mother there? I mean, it never failed. They always thought I was my mother. And I'm like, well, what is that? What are they trying to say? They were like, Gladys? I'm like, no. And then it would irritate the shit out of me because it's like, why do you call somebody's house and call names? You should just say hello.
Right. You
shouldn't be calling out no names. No way. You should just be like, hello.
People.
May I speak to Gladys? Even if you think it's her. But I want to go back to Dion and whoever else that was in here who said that I have a type MTS. What type do you all think I have?
You want some pineapple on there?
Girl, I'm on
the last bite. It's got to be cold, ain't it?
Yeah, it is cold.
A mess.
Especially when it rained and all this cool
Well, it
air.
didn't rain on your food.
No, it didn't rain on my food, but it's all this cool air coming in here.
That feels good to me.
It does feel good.
I'm gonna go sleep right on that back porch.
Oh, let me see. Cece said she sent the cash out for the book. Let me look. Cece, what's your cash app? Oh, Tashana. Is that you? Tashana, okay, I see it. I got it. You want me to give 2 books? Xenia said, did you get my Zelle? Let me look. Xenia, I got your Zelle. I thought you said earlier in the comments you couldn't come. So we got 4 slots left. 4. Xenia, I thought you said you couldn't come on the cabin trip.
She said, shit, I found a way.
Star Ellington, you can have a book. Email me at my website, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Oh, okay, thank you, Tashana or Miss Cece. Have a good night. I know you said you couldn't hang tonight. You better go to bed.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'll gift those 2 books. So Star Ellington, and then L.S. Pursley. Are you asking for a book when you say, can I be one? Are you asking for a book, L.S.? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, so if you all would please email me through my website, put your screen name and your name, your real name, and your address where I'm going to send the book. Please do that tonight or tomorrow. I'm not going to remember it past tomorrow. I got a lot on my mind, so I'm telling you, I'm not going to remember it. So please. No, I ain't getting old. I just got a lot on my mind. So that's 6 books. The 4 that Shauna gifted, and then the 2 that Miss Cece just gifted. Yes, Mario said it. Clean and well-groomed is my type. Clean and well-groomed. Look, I'm screenshotting so I can zoom in on y'all picture and see y'all closer. The quinoa, let me tell you something.
That's all good. Now, you know you can put that on salad, too.
Mm-hmm, put a little sprinkle on top. I had ordered some bib lettuce, but they must have been out because they said they couldn't find it unless she just didn't know where to look. That's the only thing about using Instacart. Sometimes they don't really be looking.
Oh, yeah. Don't, yeah.
Okay, the Morning Blunt, you said you sent your email?
I like that name. Even though I don't do junk, but I like that name. That could be a boy. I like that.
Oh, okay. Xenia says she's at work now, so she's going to change around some of her vacation days. Okay. So we got 4 slots left. Oh, I said what I said. 1974 said, Craig, I think you like masculine or passable bottoms. I see you all asking about Greg. I have a Patreon that I'm about to upload for you guys. I'm going to put a little snippet of it on my YouTube channel too. But I'm going to post that for you guys because I know y'all asking about Greg. Greg was here the other day because he brought me those flowers. See those flowers?
I think if somebody after I married, y'all have to have an understanding husband. The time I be leaving from over here at 1, 2, 3, and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Jack said if she was to get married, she would have to have an understanding husband because the way she leaves here from 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning from over here. But this is the thing that's so crazy. I remember about a year ago, I'm still trying to read y'all comments and tell this story. Henry Gibbons, somebody clocked it? That's what you think? You might be right. Keon said, it's me, I'm your type. Wait, let me zoom in. T. Danielle, you were the one who said about the avocado thing. You also just said, Craig, I think your type is someone who has depth as well. I agree. T. Danielle, Did you let the avocado seed dry out, or did you use it right out of the avocado? Oh, Diva864 said, I sent my deposit. Wait a minute. Oh, is that Valerie Edwards? Valerie Edwards, your Diva864? We got 3 slots left. We only got 3 slots left. She said, I sent my cabin deposit. I got your email. Oh my God. We got 3 slots left, niece. Look at Riri talking about this Jimmy coming. Okay, that is you, Diva? Okay, got you. We got 3 slots left, niece. 3. Who is Kevin Small? I gifted all of the books away already. I had 6. I've already gifted them. Yes, L.S. Pursley, the gentleman has to be intelligent and carry on a conversation. Hard body, though. But I remember when Jack first started coming over here. I'm gonna leave that alone. I remember when Jack first started coming over here. Aunt Gloria's good. I talked to her yesterday. She was like, oh, I'm coming to the cabin. I said, girl, hold on now, because I only got 20 slots. Huh? She what?
She's coming. She's not Gloria?
Uh-huh.
She's coming.
Gloria might come. We'll see.
She's going to be working.
Right. You want her to come help you?
She's working.
Because Gloria asked me yesterday. She said, oh, well, I'm coming. I want to come on the cabin trip. Anyway, listen, my dad is good, Ashley. Thanks. When Jack first started coming over here,
let me see where this one goes.
I can't wait to see you too. Oh, it's Valerie from the one-on-one. Yes, I remember. Yes, I remember. I had to zoom in and see your picture. I see you. Aaliyah, I'm going to tell you how I met Jack. Let me tell this story first. So when Jack first started,
asking that again.
But you know, some people don't see it. They don't always get the story. So when Jack last year, I think it was like last year or something, Jack was like, I don't know how I'm gonna ever meet a man coming over here, and I'm over here till all hours of the night. Like, what am I gonna do if I meet somebody? Like, how am I gonna? Thank you, Yamina. Is it Yamina? Yamina? Look at him talking about it's Jimmy coming on the cabin trip.
Somebody make plans, child.
Y'all trying to come to fuck.
Y'all be good. Sharing your inner thoughts, okay?
Ain't gonna be no sinning in this house. I'm the only sinner in this house. That's what's got to do with it.
Right. Right.
I'm the only sinner. Oh, T. Danielle, did you answer the question about the avocado seed? Let me scroll through here and see. I need to know. I'm just going to put his shit in there. Oh, she didn't respond yet.
Look at these little cutesies.
Henry said, intelligent, BA in psychology, currently in school for my master's in mass communications, work out 5 days a week, and cultured. Oh, it sounds like you shooting your shot. Let me zoom in. He does look like a cutie now. I'm not even going to hold you. I had already looked at your picture about 3 times. I had already zoomed in 3 times. When I first asked you if you were still in Atlanta, I had zoomed in. I had already zoomed in. What city do you live in, Henry? Oh, what did you say, T. Danielle? She said she responded twice about the avocado seed. Look at Kevy Cab. Kevy Cab talking about if the dick is good, Jack will know exactly what to do. Craig would just have to go hungry. you hear her over there laughing?
You must be a tarot reader or something.
Right. I'm reading. Oh, and listen, for those of you that are coming on the cabin retreat, I wanted to bring a videographer to really document it, but that's going to take up a slot, like a sleeping slot. So I'm not going to do that, but I am going to try to film as much of it as I can. Excuse me. And I'm going to put it on Patreon. So for those of you who are on Patreon, and those of you who coming on the cabin retreat, you'll be able to go back and look at it. And I'll put like pieces of it on YouTube. I mean, I'll put pieces of it on YouTube as well. I may put the whole thing on YouTube. Henry, I see your eyeballs. What city you in? T Danielle, what am I supposed to do with this seed for this avocado? Oh, but what I was saying is it a large seed or is it one that was gonna fit in that little spray bottle?
I haven't seen the spray bottle there. I don't know.
Oh, he in Savannah. That's down the street.
I don't know a seed that fits in a spray bottle's neck.
Right. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
and
what?
I was supposed to take the hull off, right, and get down to the seed.
Jack, listen. I don't know what all the instructions are. I just know.
I'm gonna look at the post.
Oh, she said it doesn't have to be dried out.
Oh, okay.
I just need to figure out what I'm gonna put it in and then spray it. Well, I can really put the seed in a cup and put the spray thing in the cup and just spray it. Oh, dry it out? She said put it in a mason jar. Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. You is smart, you is kind, and you is important. Oh, she said cut the seed.
Yeah, because you gotta get down.
Okay, so I can cut it in half and just put it down in the bottle.
Yep. I think I've seen somebody cut it in chunks, but the seed has to shit out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So you put the whole outer cover in, or do you get into the?
We're gonna cut it in half and just put it in. She's trying to get on to the specifics. Danielle Shanique says she's born and raised in Savannah.
Oh, girl, I be in Savannah streets alone. Well, I used to.
Yeah, Jack used to be down there all the time.
Once a month.
Relevant Thoughts blog. You didn't miss out yet. There's 3 slots left. There are 3 slots left. Answer the question, Greg. Why did you save a plate of Jackie's cooking for Matt? Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna see Madison again. I probably won't. Why didn't I save a plate for Madison?
Miss Mary cooks just.
Miss Mary cooks all the time.
Mary burns, honey.
Oh, she said the darker that the seed becomes, the stronger it is.
So dry it out and hurt it.
Yes, I'm gonna just cut it in half and put it in alcohol.
I got about 6 on my counter drying out right now.
What part of Savannah, Jack? Danielle said.
Let me see how I say. 32nd Street. What's the main street when you come off of 16?
The main street when you come off of 16.
And then you go down to
Henry, don't play with me.
the street that's over
Oglethorpe.
Yes, that mall is on.
Oglethorpe, the street that Oglethorpe Mall is on, Danielle.
That area.
All right, so Jack and I met through a mutual friend. Jack and I had a mutual friend, or have a mutual friend, and actually, Rayshawn told Henry still.
What?
Rayshawn told Henry, you better stay off my man.
Oh, man. Y'all something else.
There's something else. So Jack and I have a mutual friend, and she may be watching.
Miss G, yeah.
But Jack and I have become closer than me and her, and I've known
because she has a husband.
Because she has a husband.
And because you ain't got no sense, and I don't have no sense. So
and me and Jack both crazy. Me and Jack, we cut up. So what happened was, you know how Facebook is when somebody comments. Jack was following what were you following? Facebook?
Instagram.
No, but you saw her comment on Facebook?
On Instagram.
Oh, okay.
She's over there on the Facebook.
Oh, okay. So Jack was following my Facebook.
Let me tell the story.
Okay, tell the story. Okay, she about to get her cocktail. She gonna tell you the story. Henry, where you at?
I'm gonna tell the whole story.
So you gonna give them the abridged version?
No, the abridged is short.
That's what I'm saying.
So first, I ran into Madison. This is what after
you ran into her
on the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
After I had one of my surgeries, and that's when she used to be, "Hey, babe, she's cooking for babe and all that."
Oh, okay, bitch, let's this. Okay.
And I was looking at the conference. I know them pops. I was I told her her big booty. I said, her booty is big as mine.
Did you know she was trans?
I had no idea.
Okay.
So
and see, hold on. And see, this is what I say all the time, and I've told Madison this. I think a lot of people who didn't know that she did porn previously or hadn't heard her say, I'm trans or I got a big dick or whatever she says, if they didn't know, they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
So Jack was watching her Bitch Less Dish. And
I said, oh my God. I said, what's this with this big old booty in this shape? Because, you know, I've always had hips and thighs, and I'm not self-conscious of it, but it always gets pointed out. And so I started watching. And then I forwarded one of her videos to a guy that I had dated for 2 minutes because he's a booty guy.
Mm-hmm. Was he the one that figured out that she was trans?
No, he didn't. I don't think he even figured it out.
Okay.
Because he wasn't even looking at all that. And it took a long time before I didn't even remember when I realized she was trans. And so after that, somehow I guess it may have been Queen Supreme Court, and then your name was mentioned that you were in the videos and stuff like that. And so this was before, because I remember I used to send my little $5, my little $10. That's when I had $5 and $10 to send. And this is right before y'all were getting ready to go do. Before y'all got on the road to do
Queen Supreme Court?
No, the TV thing.
Oh, the TV show, the reality show, T.S. Madison Experience.
Yeah, so I had fallen in love with you so much. I said, if I had some money, I would buy y'all what you call it, an RV. And I remember Maddie saw that comment, right? Because I was following it as Two Chefs in a Bottle. That's one of my Instagram pages. That was the thing, a brand I was trying to launch. It's still out there, but nothing's posted. So anyway. And then after she did a post about step your pussy up or whatever, that just touched me so much. And I was recovering from surgery, and I was like, my stuff had, changed, and I was getting ready to launch Deck 3, and I was step my pussy up. So I didn't have time to follow as much. But I remember seeing you on Queen Supreme Court, and y'all getting ready to go do, what you said was again?
The T.S. Madison Experience.
So I dozed it off, but I remember Craig. So as me doing all my Deck 3 stuff, Georgiana, she was working with me to help me do that. And she also had a page, so she launched her page. So I clicked on it one day. She had posted something, and Craig had liked her post. And she's like, I'm just trying to get more followers. I'm just trying to get more business. And so I said, you know Craig the Right Sport? I said, he liked your post. I said, well, girl, there you go right there. I said, she said, yeah, I've been knowing Craig for years. I met him, I said, well, there you go. That's your followers right there. Have him help you. She said, yeah, we've been friends. And she said, well, he can help you with Deck 3. And I was like, yeah, okay. So she's like, you really should send him some. So that's when you and him started doing the
honest hour.
Yes. So I
not him.
I was waiting on my
if
order.
you know.
But I had I had some things, and so I have been watching that. So I sent to the Honest Hour some samples, but the samples, I bagged the samples.
Well, let me say this before this. So the Honest Hour, for those of you who are new, I noticed a lot of you in here are new. The Honest Hour was a segment that I used to do on my live where if you have like a business or you had a product that you were trying to get exposure for, you could send it to my P.O. box, and I would use it. And then we had a whole segment where we would review it. I would review your product. And I would have your, just like that pay for your sale scrolling at the bottom. If you have a website, I would have your website scrolling at the bottom. We had your product pop up on here, just like I showed the pictures of the cabin earlier. Your product would pop up here. And we would talk about the product and we would read it. We would give all of your social media handles, all of that kind of stuff. So it was a way to kind of elevate your business or promote your business. And I did it for free. I didn't charge to do that.
For free.
So go ahead. So she sent her stuff.
It wasn't totally ready, but I had a little box. You know how everybody's in the boxes now with their logo and brand on it. So I did send the box, And I sent 2 bottles of wine. I think it was a bottle of jam jar, and it was a white, because I knew Craig was a white drinker. It was a, I can't remember. But it was a nice white wine. So he's like, oh, right. Then he saw the bottle. He said, oh, the packaging is stellar.
Did I say that?
Yeah, the packaging is stellar. Come on for packaging or whatever. And
really?
I was so excited. And so then that's when
I remember you said something in my P.O. box too.
Yeah, that was the it was 2 bottles of wine.
Mm-hmm.
It was the little deck-free box.
Right.
Had, I think one bottle of seasoning.
Right, I remember seasoning being in.
They had some little sample Ziploc bags or whatever. So they never tried to season honey.
Oh.
Y'all did.
We didn't.
He just drank the wine, but that was fine. But he remembered the packaging. So then everything happened, and I took Georgiana out to dinner to thank her for the hard work that she had done. And I don't remember if you called her or she called you. And she's like,
she called me.
Yeah, okay. And so she's like, this is crazy. I said, tell him to come down here or something.
We were,
yeah, so you can take it at that.
Let me take it from here, because I'm the storyteller. So I was living at 227. Those of you who remember 227. Oh, yeah, I was living at 227. And she and the mutual friend were at this restaurant that I really do like a lot. Yes, me too. We all like the restaurant a lot. We haven't been in a long time, but and I think that was around the time that I first started eating branzino.
Oh, yeah.
The fish.
Mm-hmm.
And they sell it whole.
Yes, indeed.
And it's grilled. Like the tail is on it, the head is on it, but they grill it nicely. And Miss Wilson, I'm sending you a message right now. And Miss Wilson, once you send your deposit, we're gonna follow up. No, Miss Wilson, there are still more spots. We have 3 spots left. We're gonna have to send you the document that you're trying to get. We'll send it to you directly so that you can have that, and then we'll add you to our roster so that we can make sure that you have all the information and all of the details for the cruise, and as well as your what you calling it, Jack? Your diet restrictions or that kind of thing. So anyway, so she and Georgiana were at this restaurant, and Georgiana called me, and I was leaving from the gym. So I had on gym clothes. I was tired. I remember it being dark outside because it was like the winter months.
Yes, it was.
And so, it gets dark early. And I remember when I tell you, Georgiana called and said, hey, we're over at Barcelona. You should come by and have dinner with us. And of course I needed to eat because I just left the gym. Greedy. And I was like, and she was like, Jack wants to meet you. And by then I knew I had never met her, but I knew who she was. And I was like, no, I don't want to meet her like this for the first time because I had just come from the gym. I had on gym clothes. My hair wasn't cut. And I was like, no, that's not a good way to meet her for the first time. So she gets on the phone.
Yeah, I was about 3 glasses.
She was 3 glasses of wine in, and you already know what it gives when she's on that wine. So she was like, oh, come on over here. She said, come on, it's my treat. I want to treat you to dinner.
And my little Navy Federal was full. You better come on and get this full.
She said her Navy Federal was full. So anyway, I ended up going, okay, the professor said, next you got to tell us how you met Elliot. Xenia, I can't wait to meet you all too. Listen, I've met many of you already, so I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of you, right? So I went on over to the restaurant because she got on the phone, was like, just come on over here. Who cares? Just come on over here. And so I detoured and I went on over to the restaurant and we just clicked. We just sat there. I ate a whole fish.
Look. He ain't know if I had the money to pay for the shit or not. He done ordered a whole.
I'm like, that lady done told me to come on down here. She had the dinner. Okay, well, her card better work.
You remember we went back down there and our ass got booted?
Oh, yes. Let me tell you this story. Then I'm going to tell you about how I met Elliot. So then me and Jack became friends after that. And so my birthday was coming not long after that.
Okay. Is that it?
And I had a birthday dinner at this restaurant. You remember when you came?
Yeah.
Jack's hair was short like mine. She had a little bit more than I have right now. And it was platinum blonde. I wish I could find that picture. But I lost all of my pictures. I had to get this new phone. So Jack came to the dinner. She came with you though, didn't she? Didn't Georgiana come? So Jack came to the dinner, and when Jack came, she had gifts. And when she came to the dinner, I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe she really came to this dinner." And then we just became friends. And I don't even know how it's because you never came over to 227, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did, because I'm trying to see if that was because we had went to Toast that day.
Oh yes, you knew about Toast.
Yeah.
So Toast is this black-owned brunch place here, and now I always refer people there. But Jack took me to Toast, and this is when they only had one location.
Yeah.
And this was during the PPP shit.
Yeah.
And when I tell you all of you were lined up, I was like, "Well, damn, everybody getting the PPP." And this was at 12 noon on a Wednesday. I remember it was a Wednesday, and we were out there. We had to wait, and we were like,
because we went to the H Mart.
Yes, we went to the Asian market.
Yes, to get some food. And
yes.
I went to 227 and I cooked.
Yes. I don't remember you coming over to 227.
Yes, I cooked.
Zelmer just paid his deposit. We have 2 slots left. 2. So you cooked over at 227?
Yeah, we got on the live because I had the little, I think, Patron bottles or something. And I was trying to do a little cocktail and put them in the freezer.
Yes, I do remember that. But
had tuned in. She's like, well, if it freezes, it ain't liquor or something.
Yeah.
And I cooked something Asian today because we were dogging the Asians out.
Right.
Instead of getting ready to cook their food.
Right.
But yeah, we went shopping that day at the H Mart right over there.
I remember.
And at 227. Yeah.
And so, what was that? What part was I just
talking about? How we got? I don't know. When we were at Barcelona, I don't know if that was before or after.
That was after, because after what?
The boat party.
I don't remember. I think that was before.
Okay, it probably was.
So Jack and I went back to that same restaurant where we first met, and we parked in this parking deck. And in the parking deck, all of the signs say visitor parking or something like that.
2-hour parking.
2-hour parking, for the retail shops and the restaurants. Well, when we pulled into that parking deck, there were no spots anywhere, except for on the very, very top.
No, it was the second level, and all the signs look alike.
All of the signs look alike.
That say 2-hour retail parking, and the ones that say resident, they look just alike.
Right. So they had the same signage for the people because it's an apartment building. But they had the same color sign, the same writing. Some of them said reserved for residents, and some of them said 2-hour parking for shops and restaurants. But they looked identical. And so we thought we were in a regular parking space. And so we parked. We went, had drinks.
Eating up their food.
Eating up them people's food.
Right.
Right. And we came out to that motherfucking parking deck. Boot number 1, boot number 2. When I tell you they had a boot on our wheels.
I said, what the hell? I'm just gonna drive. I said, you are gonna destroy your.
I was just gonna drive with the bitch on there.
I said, you can't do that. You are going to tear up your vehicle.
Right. And so she said, no, you can't do that. It's gonna mess it up. I said, fuck this. So anyway, we had to call the people.
Child, we got sober real quick.
We got sober real motherfucking quick. So if you've never had a boot, they put a sticker on your.
Oh yes.
They put that sticker on your window. And you damn near can't even barely get them shits off. And so there's a phone number on it. So we had to call the phone number. We had to wait for them to come. So of course when they come, we 38 hot, right?
And sober at this point.
And sober. When I tell you, I paid them with a credit card.
And then he did the credit.
And I called that motherfucking credit card and said, I don't know what this is on my bill, but you need to get that shit off my credit card. And they took that shit right off. Now, Jack, on the other hand, I think she paid with a debit card.
I don't know, debit or credit. Baby probably was good, honey. I paid that shit.
Jack paid for hers. I called them people and said, get that motherfucking shit off my bill. It was like $90, wasn't it?
Yeah, that shit was not cheap.
It was like $90.
And he was waiting. He was close by.
He was close by because we didn't have to wait. It was either $75 or $90, whatever it was, but I got that shit off.
Arguing with the lady about her procedures.
She arguing with the lady.
Of course.
I got that shit right up off my bill.
Child, so here I am now in trouble with him now.
Look at Alicia talking about just pull up his lives from 2018 to 2019. They used to cut up.
Alicia, well,
Alicia Well. Alicia, I can't believe you're not coming to the
I know.
Look at Durant talking about not me walking into another set worker story. Listen, I'm not paying for no motherfucking boot. That's crazy.
You didn't go pull up the history.
Right.
Yes.
Urban Spencer said, I've only had a boot in Atlanta. This is the only place I've ever heard of it.
I know, and they stopping at us too.
They're supposed to be. So Elliot and I met. I told this story recently, it feels like.
Did too.
Elliot and I also had a mutual friend. And when I released my first book, remember there was no live streaming at the time. I didn't know Madison yet. I was just posting on Facebook that I had written a book and I had published these books. And our mutual friend, Kim, is a girl named Kim. Not the Kim that you all know, not Kim from New York, not Kim Dooley, not Kim Pay For Your Say. But there's another Kim. She and I knew each other, and she knew Elliot, because she and Elliot used to work together years ago. So when I released my first book, she reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to get 2 copies of your book. Because remember, I didn't have a website or anything at this time. So she saw a post on Facebook and she reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to get a book. I think she must have texted me. And I met up with her and she bought 2 books. She bought one for herself and she bought one for Elliot. Now, of course, I didn't know Elliot at the time, so I didn't know who she was getting the book for. And so the day after she bought the 2 books, it was either the day after or 2 days later. I think it was 2 days later, she messaged me. It was like, hey, my friend that I got the book for wants to get 5 more books. He's already finished reading the book. Elliot read the book in one day. He read my first book in one day. And so she reached out to me and said, hey, he wants to get 5 more books. Is it possible that I can give him your phone number so that you can meet him? And I said, yeah, go ahead and give him my phone number. So that's how I was in the beginning. I was like, yeah, give him my phone number. I didn't give a fuck. I'm trying to get the book sale. Give him my phone number. That's right. And so she gave him my phone number, and Elliot and I met off the highway at a Chevron gas station. I can still see it. It's right over there by Turner Field near Angela. So I met him off the highway, and he said, hey, I just loved your book so much. He said, I just need to get 5 more. He said, I'm going to send them out to some of my friends. So Elliot gave the 5 books that he bought away. And then I had a signing coming up. And it was like one of the biggest signings it was like one of those early signings that I did. And it was like 60 or so people at the signing. Some friends of mine, they hosted it at their house. And I had food stamps at the time, so I bought food. But they also bought food too. But I bought food and we grilled like salmon. We had 2 different kinds of salmon grilled. And we had all bunch of kind of shit.
All kinds of shit.
All kinds of shit off the motherfucking food stamps. Right. And so Elliot came to that signing. And when he came to that signing, he bought 10 books. So at this point, he'd have bought 15 books. And he had more people that he wanted to get. So he was just giving them away to people. He was sending them to people. He's like, you got to read this book. You got to read this book. So it was kind of like, when Oprah Winfrey tells that story about Color Purple and how when The Color Purple came out, have you ever heard her tell that story? When The Color Purple came out, she was so mesmerized by the book that she would just buy books and she would just give them out to strangers. And so that was kind of how it was with Elliot. So when that happened with Elliot, it made me think of Oprah because he used to buy books from me and he would just give them what you need to read this book. You got to read this book. And so that's how I met Elliot. And so somebody said, how did I meet Ryan? They said Ryan and somebody else.
I remember when I first met Ryan.
When do you, how? Ryan and Taurus.
I met y'all over at, was it Sage or somewhere at Perimeter?
What?
I don't know why we met that day, but I was meeting you for lunch over at
5 Seasons? Oh, Seasons 52?
Yeah, it might have been Seasons 52. If it wasn't Sage, because what is Seasons 52 across from Sage?
I don't remember.
Do breakfast.
Okay.
Was it Sage?
We met over there?
Yeah, we had, because that's when Ryan said, I drink Coke Zero. He said he was from Ohio and everything.
You remember that? I don't remember that. Yeah. Oh, wow. So, Torrance and I met, I don't think I've told this story. So Torrance and I, do you know this story?
I don't know. I might have.
Torrance and I met because
Not too much I had.
now this was before I even wrote any books, and so I was just here living in Atlanta, and a former friend of mine was like, "You need to come with me to this yoga class." Torrance used to teach yoga. Yeah, Torrance used to teach yoga, and so this former friend of mine was like, "You need to come to this yoga class." And at the time, I was not a yoga person, right, Ramia? And so when I tell you, I ended up going to the class, but at the time, I never really cared about yoga because I was like, "That's a waste of a workout." Like I'm not really. All I cared about at the time was building muscle and all that. So I was like, "I ain't trying to do no yoga," but he convinced me to go, so I ended up going to yoga. And Torrance was there in these little skinny, tight yoga pants, and he had on like a cutoff shirt like this, and it came down just below his butt and just below his crotch. And I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like, "I would fuck him," you know. So I was thinking, you know, and so and I'm still not that great at yoga, but I will still do it. And I remember him coming over to me in the class because he was the teacher. And like when my positions weren't right or my pose wasn't completely right, he would come and like adjust me. He would like move my leg, or he would grab my waist and kind of situate me or whatever. And I was just like, "You better go ahead, sir, because I will fuck you in the classroom right in here." So we never I didn't know his name. We didn't say anything. I left the class. That was it. That was the only time I took the class. And so fast forward, I'm at this restaurant bar. I'm sitting at the bar, and he's sitting on the opposite side of me with a friend of his. And unbeknownst to me at the time, I knew the friend that he was with, but unbeknownst to me, he said to the friend, "Oh, that's that cute guy." He was like, "That's that cute guy," talking about me. And he told me this later. I didn't know this at the time. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, "Oh, that's the guy from the yoga class." So the guy that I knew, I went over there. I started talking to him, and then Torrance and I started talking. And Torrance was about to move to New York. Torrance was about to move to New York. He was moving like in a few weeks or a month or something. And he and I exchanged numbers, and we talked on the phone a little bit. And I realized Torrance was boring. And so So Torrance and I would talk on the phone, and I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep talking to him." You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, "Oh, we just gonna be friends." You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind. And so we just became friends. Like nothing, we've never kissed, we've never done anything. And yeah, so that was how I met him. And then y'all asked how I met Ryan. So I met Ryan through a mutual friend. Ryan used to teach a boot camp in the park.
Of course, that sounds right. That sounds like right.
Right. Ryan used to teach a boot camp in the park, and it was only $3 to take the class.
Lord, where was I at?
Right. So he used to teach this boot camp, and it was like he used to have like different circuits in the park. So like it'd be like a little running part, it'd be like an ab part, it'd be a jumping jack. So it was like a little circuit, and it was like an hour long. And I used to go to the class, so that's how I met Ryan. But then Ryan and I never became cool. Like I just knew him from the class because he used to teach the class. And then Ryan moved away. He moved to California.
Really?
Yes, he got it. He was in a relationship, and he and the boyfriend moved to California. And then Ryan moved back. And when Ryan moved back, I ran into him somewhere. I don't remember where I ran into him, but I probably at the same restaurant bar that all of the gays used to go to at the time. And so I ran into him. I said, "Oh, you back in Atlanta?" And Ryan was living back here in Atlanta, but he didn't want anybody to know that he had moved back yet. Because then that would have also meant, oh, your relationship must have ended. You know what I mean? And then he wasn't really sure at the time if he was going to stay. So he was like, "No, I'm just visiting." Lying ass. He's like, "No, I'm just visiting."
You heard that, Ryan? He called
Right. Then it's Ryan's birthday today. Ryan's birthday is today. Then I ran into him again, like weeks later. I'm like, "You still in Atlanta or you back? You visiting again?" I'm like, "You guys will move back." So finally, he ended up telling me, "Oh no, I'm back." So I realized that he was actually back, but he did not want people to know he had moved back. And so when he moved back that time, or when he moved back, that's when he and I became really close. We got really close. We started hanging out more, and yeah, so that's how it started.
But then I met everybody at
At my birthday dinner. At the restaurant.
No, at the boat party.
Oh, you met all of them at the boat party.
Yeah, which was after the brunch over there.
Hello.
Hey, Craig.
Hi, Greg.
What are you doing? Is that Jack?
It is. It's her.
Are y'all still live?
Oh, you were watching the live?
I mean, I am a fan, Craig.
Well, bitch, if you watching the live, then you know we on the live.
Oh, y'all are still live.
Bitch, let me explain something to you, Greg.
Yes.
There are only, 2 slots left for the cabin?
So you better put your days in.
Greg?
You need to be present.
Yes.
There are only 2 slots left for the cabin.
You're kidding.
I'm dead serious.
And whose idea was this?
Bitch, this was not your motherfucking idea.
What did he say?
And tell me, and whose idea was this?
Craig, listen, you...
You sound like you naked and laying there playing with your
Can't
cooch.
come out during the week. I know you can't come out now.
You're what?
I could be.
Well, I know you probably naked, laid out on that. I know that couch that you lay on, bitch, is sour.
Smells like
No.
fresh bed of roses.
It smelled like a fresh bed of roses.
Yes.
Greg,
Nothing
these
from none of my
what are they, hydrangeas?
smell.
Oh, Jack came in and was like, "Oh my God, these flowers are gorgeous." Who did? She said, I said, "Greg did these."
Does Jack not know that I am like a TikTok professional?
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to wash dish out.
He talking about, does Jack not know that I'm the TikTok professional?
Oh,
Like,
he's
for
hot on
real, at the
TikTok?
top
No,
of
he
my
ain't
head.
hot on TikTok. The bitch barely can post an Instagram reel.
Don't dog him out.
Fuck you, Craig. I said TikTok, not
Everybody ain't
TikTok,
social media.
Oh, he said tip top, not TikTok.
Yeah, because I got a doctor's office and
I don't fuck with TikTok.
Yeah, you barely fuck with Instagram.
What did she say about a doctor's office?
I have a doctor's office I want to send you to because they had some little arrangements up against their wall.
Oh yeah, she called me yesterday and was like, I went into a doctor's office and they had like some little arrangements in there, and I asked them who does their arrangements. And she said, I know Greg could really lay them flowers out.
Well, thank you, Jack. She's so kind.
But see, that's what I was telling Jack yesterday. I said, what you really could do, and not saying that you've not tried, but what you could really do is try to get like some dentist and doctor's office or things like that where you can do like weekly arrangements or something like if you get.
Of course, but you know the funny thing about that shit is they be talking about people with allergies and shit. I'm like, oh
Lord.
Oh Lord.
At these apartment buildings that they have concierges and people.
Yeah, like apartment buildings, like concierges. But look, somebody in the comments just said your Instagram posts are getting better.
I'm getting ice from my Frigidaire. They said what?
You're getting what from your Frigidaire?
Ice, honey.
Oh.
I love that the people have so much input about what the fuck I should be doing. But what did the person say?
They said that your Instagram posts are getting better.
Getting some traction.
They've always been what they wanted.
They were trash, bitch.
They said what?
I'm saying they were trash.
Pause, Greg.
You said you what?
Let me get my car keys.
What you gonna do when you get stuck?
You about to go fucking my Greg?
Jack better know it.
Jack said, "What you gonna come fuck me up?"
No, Greg.
What? What?
Yeah, you.
You gonna fuck me up?
No, bitch. You be talking shit, Greg. It's gonna be a surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I cannot wait until he said it's gonna be a surprise, surprise. I cannot wait until I post this motherfucking that piece of Patreon video.
Oh God.
What happened?
When you were trying to figure out how to mute the music on that that video.
Okay, what happened?
It was given. I'm about to put my fork in that taco
I'm
ball.
gonna let you warm that up when you get gas.
Greg, bring me some of the shrimp, bitch.
Your car ain't got no gas.
You might as well come out.
Left out.
He's talking about bring me some of the.
Surprise.
Devastated that I didn't get an invite because you knew I didn't have dinner.
Well, you didn't get off work till 8.
Yeah, you should have came right on
You don't know my life.
Surprise.
And I was like, I know, you know, and then you'd have been going on about this, about the storm and a whole bunch of hemming and hawing. What is hemming and hawing?
Wait a minute, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. What was going on when I brought you those flowers, bitch? It was a torrential rainstorm, and I brought those flowers.
You right.
That's right.
You are absolutely right. Bitch, what is that? COVID? What is that?
Did you say Kip? Fuck you, bitch. I got choked on air.
You got what?
Choked on air.
How the fuck you get choked on air?
Child trying to breathe. Did you say Kevin Kev?
No, Kevin Kev ain't. I don't know if Kevin Kev is still in here. I thought Kevin Kev was one of the people who booked with the cabin, but that's not him. It was the Kevin Mitchell.
They already booked. I can't take it.
It's only 2 slots left, Greg. Okay.
I can't.
2.
Like I'm really like. No, so how many of the Patreon people are on? Well,
how many of the Patreon people are what?
How many people from Patreon are on?
I'm not sure how many of the people that booked are on Patreon, but I know the first 10 were Patreon because I posted it over there first. But Tiffany in the comments said, Craig, tell Greg we need florals at the cabin.
Listen, tell him that's up to you because you're the administrator.
Well, no, I was thinking about some flowers, bitch, but you know, you're a little arm and a leg, bitch.
Definitely for the dinner.
I am 5 arms and 5 legs.
I definitely needed some centers for the dinner.
So Jack would like some centers for the dinner.
Low centers.
Jack, I have her number.
Well, what you mean you have Jack's number? Jack ain't paying you, bitch. Jack ain't paying you, bitch.
We don't have to go through you, old bro.
What you say, Greg? Do what? We don't have to go what?
Jack will be Maria Shriver, bitch.
Ah! Okay.
Wait a minute. Jack
I
said.
already wanted the Kennedys anyway, honey.
You wanted what? One of the kids.
One of the Kennedys.
Jack said, "What did you say, Greg?"
We don't have to do what?
No, before that.
We don't have to do what? We don't have to
When you said we ain't got to go to you, Oprah.
Right, bitch, we don't have to go through you, whore.
Let me tell you something. When I say,
Honey, but your mouth.
listen, Greg, when I first got on the live tonight, right? I was talking about the cabin, and I was just telling her.
Tell Consuela that she needs to get this oven.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her clean that out. But when I first got on the live tonight, I was just kind of going over the cabin thing and like the initial ideas that we have and da 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 da. And so, look at you. I wish you could see over here cleaning this motherfucking oven with these motherfucking tongs and the dish rag. So it's still hot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I said to them, we're gonna the shuttle is gonna pick up from a Walmart. You know the shuttle like we talked about. I said it's gonna meet at that Walmart, and there's a Walmart there. And I said, so if you need to go in there and get your last few, minute toiletries or whatever.
Right.
I said, now I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I said, this motherfucking shuttle is leaving at 2 o'clock. Now you can come out of that Walmart at 2:03, 2:08, 2:10, or 15. You will be left. I said, Cheryl, and I called Cheryl out. Cheryl watching on the live. I said, Cheryl, you can come out. I said, because you forgot your toothpaste back home in Nashville, and you trying to go in there to get you some toothpaste. I said, we will leave you right there. She said, what did she say? Go to hell, whore. She said, go to hell, whore. And she spelled it. She spelled it the way that you say it. Somebody in the comment just said, I've been waiting for him to call you a whore.
So you and Jack over there cutting up, bitch.
Cutting up.
No, yeah.
You know, Jack on her third cocktail, she only gave me.
I'm on my 2.5.
She on 2.5 and asked me how many I've had.
I didn't realize y'all was still. Oh, I swear to God, I peeled back my covers to go.
You did what, girl?
I peeled my covers back to go to bed. And I thought, let me call Craig and say hi.
You peeled your covers back?
I'm still here either. The only reason I'm still here is because Shanoa's not here doing the dishes.
Where's she at?
Elliot is home.
Shush.
Jack talking about the only reason I'm still here is because Chanoa is not here to do the dishes.
He over there fasting and things.
What? Honey, Jack had her cocktail. She had a little Aretha Franklin in the background. I had to turn it off when I got on the live. But Greg,
You mean to tell me 18 people have signed up?
18 people have signed up and sent their deposit. There are 2 slots left.
I hate when you lie to me, Craig.
I'm dead serious.
He ain't lying.
So,
I've already booked the cabin.
so it's happening.
It's happening.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So
It's not tomorrow, Greg.
We have to keep this thing going.
I know. And so listen, when I booked the cabin today, I was telling them on the live, when I booked the cabin today, the lady that I reserved it with, she said, well, there's actually the owner of this cabin actually has a larger cabin that has 35 people.
Oh, no, that's too
No, that's too large, right. But I was saying to them that maybe next year we can grow. You said what?
I said, because if somebody get drunk and jump in that lake, they can't.
I've already told them, I said, y'all can get on them kayaks and canoes if y'all want to. But
I'm not cooking and being lifesaver.
look, Jack just said, because I'm not cooking and being lifeguard.
I'm not going to be running from the grease and jumping in the lake.
You can swim?
Yes. I am lifeguard certified.
Oh, you are?
I am.
Now, I don't know what her breathing technique is like now because she ain't been in the water in a while, but.
You are dumb.
He is dumb.
Greg, you are crazy.
So wait a minute, Greg.
Just don't you jump your scary shark ass in there.
So what I had said before when we first started planning this, I'm telling you guys on the live, I said to Greg, maybe we can do like a small little arrangement in all of the rooms. But I think it would be nice if we did, because this bitch is not about to beat me over the head with no invoice. But I think it would be nice if we had a nice arrangement for the dinner. Like, they would stay there for.
Like the coffee table.
Yeah, for the coffee table, yeah.
Well, Craig, we'll just have to discuss.
But how you gonna drive? How you gonna travel with all those flowers up there?
That's what I'm about to fucking tell you, bitch. It may not be a go for none of that shit because flowers die, bitch, when you take them out of their element. So it might not be. It might be a good night, sweetheart.
Well, it's in the cabin, child. You can bring some what do you call them, stems. We'll talk. Tell him he'll work it out.
She said you could bring some stems.
I forgot what they call them. Some shit, cabin shit.
What?
You know, like
Oh, what the fuck? She talking about? She 2.5 cocktails in.
I am not. Something that.
Oh, she's talking about like some of these, like these succulents. Succulents. I'm not paying for no motherfucking succulents, bitch.
Well, child, you can go bring some bamboo shit.
They talking about we're gonna have the pen pals fighting over. Camille, I'm laughing at Camille's sexy one.
I'm confused as who the fuck is already signed up to go on this trip.
There are 18 people signed up, bitch.
I'm dead, bitch.
18.
I can't.
I think this is gonna be such a good time, Greg.
Craig, you're gonna make it enjoyable because you know the people want to be around Miss Winfrey, honey.
Well, Greg, they're gonna have a 5-course
They wanna
meal on the
breathe
first
your air.
night.
Okay, listen. So on the first night, Jack is gonna prepare a 5-course seated meal on the first night.
5 courses.
5 courses.
That's a lot of food.
And then the next morning, bitch, we're gonna have a breakfast buffet. A brunch buffet.
Well, Craig, that's a lot. Where's his place, Helen?
In the mountains.
On the mountains, Georgia.
Helen, Georgia?
It's in the mountains.
It's in the mountains.
Okay, motherfucker, Helen?
That's all you need to know on this live.
Oh, God. Anyway.
We don't need nobody ambushing our cabin.
Because I can't be cooking.
Oh, well, bitch, I don't know where these things. Listen, I can't believe that y'all are still on, and it's like midnight.
We're about to get off here now.
Yeah.
TC Greg said, "Oh, I'm jealous. I hope the electric go out." Somebody in the comments.
Oh my God.
That is awful.
You need to tell them that you're not going away until 2 more people sign on.
No.
Oh, I gotta reach up there. You're gonna have to give me a step because I think I'm getting short.
Do what?
Oh, I got the steps that my mom used to use.
Greg, you're gonna wake up and there'll be like people waiting. When they
Look.
find out. What time did y'all start? Like 9:30, 10 o'clock? Because I got my
Notification. We got on at 9.
Okay. I was ducking from this lightning.
You were ducking from the lightning.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
bitch.
because it was coming up. I should have been asleep, laying down.
I was out, honey. They sell a lot of
Congratulations, Monique. She just closed on the house, so she's signing tomorrow. Congratulations.
to her.
I hope you make it through.
That's awesome.
Greg, you got like over 500 people on your line.
It was 1,000. It just dropped down to like 975.
How many?
It was 1,000. It's at 975 now.
Oh, you fierce.
Oh, you crazy. Tomorrow's Friday, so you do work tomorrow. Are you working this weekend too, right?
Just for a half a day, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Are you off at all during the week?
Next week?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. What do we have to do?
Anything.
Well, you know.
Oh God. Listen, are we still going on our date tomorrow?
Yeah. Keon's birthday is today too, guys. Keon and Ryan.
Yeah.
So,
and Ryan. Happy birthday, Ryan.
So, but anyway, listen, I'm about to get off of here, guys. If we're gonna put the list together tomorrow. So those of you who sent your deposit in, look for something in the email from us tomorrow to confirm that we got your deposit. Those of you who weren't able to sign like the disclosure, we'll make sure that you get that. And I think that's it. Okay? Have an amazing night.
Bye.
Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.